Angel, is that you? Listen, child, ooh, you kind of caught me off guard there, but that's all right. It's good to see you, girl. Where you been? What took you so long to come back? Anywho, I'm happy you're here. Do me a favor. Go on over to styleseat.com/TouchedByTyHairCo and book your girl. If you're in the DC, DMV area and you need to get your zoots done or that face glam, hit me up. Books are always open and I'm always accepting new clients. Go on and book me on Style Seat. Head over to Instagram at TouchedByTyHairCo and click that book now button or give us a call 202-539-2202 to set up your appointment or consultation. You know I love you. You know I'm happy that you came back. It's good to see you. Stay tuned for the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in a sec. I'm happy you came back. See you in a second. Hey angels, and welcome back to Touched by TyHairCo. You're tuned in here because you want to get into this look. So let's get into it. This is the second look in my Valentine's Day series, okay? The first look was the Valentine's Day inspired cut crease, and here we're going with more of a natural look, okay? This is just like a blown out ombre, pink, fuchsia, purple vibes on the eye. So, you know, we always start off by cleaning the client's face. She did have makeup on her face, so I had her go in with a makeup wipe and I cleansed the face really well. We did complete the client consultation. During her consultation, she let me know that she does have extremely dry skin. So I am going in with my e.l.f. Holy Hydration Skin Moisturizer. This is good for all skin types. I didn't want to put a moisturizer on her that was too heavy, okay, because I didn't want it to affect the outcome of the makeup look. So the e.l.f. Holy Hydration is really, really good for all skin types. I highly recommend if you're looking for a really good moisturizer, that is one. To prime her today, I'm going in with the e.l.f. with the e.l.f. What is this? What's this called? The one that I showed y'all. I can't think right now. Lord, I'm having a brain fart. But anyway, I'm going in with that primer. That's a hydrating primer. It's a milk primer dupe, so I'm using that. I do like this primer. This is my go-to primer for combo and oily skin. It just really, really grabs the makeup really, really well. So I applied her primer. Now I'm going in. Y'all know I'm old school, okay? If it's not broke, I don't fix it. So I like to start with the eyebrows. I do like a natural brow look. I use the brow pencils for my brows. I do not use pomade. I just like more of a natural brow look, and a pencil always gives me that finish. So I am using the Goof Proof pencil in the shade number 5 for her eyebrows today. And this is made by eBenefits. She did not have a brow. She's like me, okay? So you kind of have to make one, all right? And I just started by creating that bottom line, going in, extending the front and the tail end of the brow, and just building off of that. Just building off of that. Y'all have to excuse my head in this video. It's going to be in a few of the shots. To lay her brows into place, I went in with the NYX Brow Gel Glue. To clean up her brows today, I am going in with this Absolute Foundation in the shade Neutral Linen. I am using a foundation to conceal her eyes. So when building your makeup kit, you want to make sure that you put things in there that are going to apply to any client that you could possibly have. So this right here, this foundation is the lightest foundation that I have in my kit. Again, this is Absolute New York mattifying foundation, and it's in the shade Neutral Linen, which is their lightest, most fair shade. And I use that to clean up her brows. I'm also going to use that as her skin foundation today. So those are the brows. Now to set her brows, to set her lids, I am going in with my RK by Kiss HD setting powder in the shade Transparent. And I am using that to set her eyelids, that foundation on her eyelids to prevent creasing. And I'm also using that to brighten up her brow. Now, somehow I did not record this eyeshadow look, okay? Please forgive me. But for this look, I did use the Profusion Cosmetic Kaleidoscope palette. That's the palette that you just saw, okay? And I'm topping it off with the purple. I used the brown shade called Alive for her transition shade, and then I used I believe it's called Hypnotize for the purple to build, okay? And I just blended those shades out until I came up with that beautiful transition. So it gave me like some brown, pink, purple, just this beautiful like ombre sunset kind of eye, okay? And that's what you guys are seeing here. I'm so sorry that I lost that footage, guys. I'm so sorry, but I don't know what happened to it. I guess I didn't hit the record button. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. But check out that palette. It can be found at profusioncosmetics.com or at Walmart. Moving right along into her face. Again, I am going in with the Absolute New York Full Coverage Mattifying Foundation in the shade Neutral Linen. And that is going to be her base foundation for today. So a few things to know about this foundation. It is very mattifying, okay? So as you can see, I did not cover her entire face with the foundation because I did not want it to set, right? So with this foundation, this particular brand, this particular type of foundation, work in sections. So that way you apply the makeup and then you're able to go in and blend it out. You don't want it to set really, really spotchy. Y'all know what I like to do. I apply with my flat foundation brush. I go in with my Morphe Foundation E63 brush and I blend that into the skin, pressing that product into the skin. And then I use my damp beauty blender to diffuse any harsh lines. Some of this footage is sped up. As you can see, it's now sped up. I'm going in on the other side of the face to show you guys. I am applying the foundation in sections. And then I'm going and I'm blending that foundation out fully. And with my, blending with my brush, with my Morphe E63 brush and my damp beauty blender. So the thing with the damp beauty blender, you don't want your beauty blender to be wet. If your beauty blender is wet, it's gonna break up your foundation. You want it to be damp, so damp to the touch. You don't want it to break up your foundation or cause your foundation to separate. So if you are using your beauty blender and your foundation is separating, then it is too wet. Now we're moving right along for her highlight. To highlight her, I am going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. I am taking that and I am mixing it with her foundation, and I'm going to use that for her highlight, okay? The e.l.f. Camo Concealer is also a very mattifying product. The thing was, it was just too bright. I wanted her to be bright, but I didn't want her to be like pale under her eye, okay? So I mixed that with the foundation just to take it up a notch, okay? You can use, some people use what you have. I mean, if you need to use a foundation as your highlight, then do so. If you need to use a foundation as your bronzer or as your contour, then do so. It's okay to do that. Technique is what's gonna get you where you wanna be. So practicing on your technique is very, very important. So that's what I used to create her highlight shade today. And as you can see, normally I put this all over the face. Again, because her skin is drying, very drying, and these are matte products, I worked in sections. So if you have a client and you're a matte girl like me, but you have a client that has dry skin prep is going to be of the importance, especially if all of your products are mattifying. Majority of my products in my kit are mattifying products. So this, I don't really have a lot of dry skin clienteles. However, as a makeup artist, this is really pushing me to get some more hydrating products, some more dewy products for clients that do have that dry skin. So I can have something to complement them as well. This look came out gorgeous. Okay, it came out absolutely beautiful. I believe that my technique did carry me through for this look, but I'm gonna be honest and say I did not have the products that I would have liked to use for her. Let's just say that. But you make do with what you have. So once all of that highlight is blended into her face, it's time to set. To set her face today, I am going in with the LA Girl Pro Face Pressed Powders in the shade Classic Ivory and Nude Beige. So I will be using the Classic Ivory to set all of her highlighted areas. This is going to keep the highlighted areas nice and bright and popping, okay? And that's what I want. I'm going to go in with the Nude Beige to set the remaining areas of her face. The Nude Beige is also going to act as a bronzer, bringing some color into her, because right now you can see she looks really, really white, okay? So we're not gonna like super tan her, but we're definitely gonna bring some color and depth back into her skin, building on and setting the remaining of her face with the Nude Beige. As you can see, I'm now going in with that Nude Beige, and I'm setting all of the rest of her face, all the remaining areas of her face. And this is going to start to bring some color back into her. All right, moving right along with bronzing, building on the contour. I'm going in with my RK by Kiss Contour Powder Palette in the shade Light Medium. I am using the two darkest shades in this palette, the two darkest browns at the top, to build on her contour. She had a face for the gods. Do you understand me? Her face shape was just perfect. Like, it just did. Once I put things into certain places, it just fell into place beautifully. Her face was very easy to paint on. It was very easy to do. Like, she just has beautiful facial features, and adding the makeup in the right places just brought all of that out. If this is your first time joining me, oh my God, welcome home, Angel. I am so happy that you made it here. I'm so happy that you come across my page. go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. I upload a couple times a week, okay? We do makeup, life, love, living. We do it all here, okay? You're going to see me talking a little bit about everything, okay? Welcome home. Welcome to Touched by TyHairCo. Here, it doesn't matter how you feel. God is always worthy to be praised. Amen. And y'all, I'm tired, but we getting this content out for y'all, okay? As you can see, we are creating that contrast. I'm building on that contrast, and I know it looks a little harsh now, but I promise you, this is where blending is of the importance, okay? Put the items on, then blend them out, diffusing, okay? Creating what you want the face to look like. Now it's time to bake her. To bake her, I'm going in using my Laura Mercier loose baking powder in the shade Translucent. So let's talk about this powder for a second. This powder is goated. All right, it's the #1 loose powder on the market, I believe, right now. It does what needs to be done every time on every skin tone. It stains the skin beautifully. If you are looking for a baking powder, this is the one. Okay, it comes in 3 shades. No, I am not getting paid for this. Okay, I should be, because a lot of my girls, a lot of my angels go out and they get exactly what I say get. So get this powder, okay? It is worth the investment. You need it in your kit. It does what you need it to do for the baking process. To set the face, I like to use pressed powders to set the skin. That's just my technique. But I have seen artists use this loose powder to set the skin as well. So it works good for, setting the skin as well as baking. For baking, it is just, I'm telling you, it is love. It's life. Now I'm going in, I am using this Morphe, I don't know this brush name. I wish I did. But this is the brush. It's a contour brush. I want to say it's a defined contour brush, but I'm using that to just, y'all know I don't like to say snatched, because I don't really put a heavy contour on the nose. I still like for my clients to look like themselves. If things need to be slimmed down, we will do that. But yeah, I took that same bronzer shade, that same contour shade, and I went on and I just brought some definition to her nose area. And I also shortened her nose by putting contrast right at the tip of her nose, because her nose is naturally long. So we don't want to extend that, we want to kind of make it look like how we want it to look. For her blush today, I went in with the Juvia's Place Volume 2 blush palette. And we applied that blush very lightly in an upward motion, right beneath her highlight, but above her contour bronzing area on the cheek. I had her smile slightly just to make sure I was doing that correctly. Now to blend everything out, to set everything into the skin, I'm going in with my Real Technique setting brush. If you don't have this brush, this is a holy grail. You need it. Okay, this diffuses powders and things into the skin perfectly. I specifically use this brush to blend out my baking powder. I like what it does, okay? And anything that's left sitting on the skin, I then go in with my damp beauty blender to diffuse that further into the skin or off of the skin. And this is what she looks like. Now to set everything into place, I'm going back in with that pressed powder in the shade Nude Beige to blend all of this together, to slightly bring that highlight down, because we don't want a flashback, okay? We don't want things to be, we want them to be bright, but we don't want them to be scary, okay? You want a blended look. You want things to be flawless. And this is no shade to anyone. I like to say that I've been taught by some of the best in the game, from watching and just learning and picking up technique. Blend your makeup out. Okay, a change in shade is okay, but a harsh line is not. And I'm just saying, blend, please. I'm gonna just leave that like that. Blend your makeup out. Y'all already know what it is. with this. This is my kiss. This is how you know you've been touched by Ty. I'm going in with my bronzer. Okay, and I am diffusing everything into place, bringing that glow to her skin. You already know this is a holy grail product for me. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go back and watch a few of my videos and you will learn. All right. To set this look into place, I'm going in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And now I'm going to add some finishing touches to her. For her lips, I went in with the Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter. Then I went in with the matte lip gloss in the shade Backseat Love. Okay. To top off that, I'm going in with my Kiss Colors Glam Shine in the shade Sunset. For her highlighting powder today, her shimmer, I am using this particular palette I got from a makeup convention. And so I'm mixing all three of the highlighted colors in this palette. And I'm applying that in her upper cheek areas, down the bridge of her nose, on her chin, to bring out just a little speckle. You know, I like for the light to hit certain areas, and when it do, I want you to see a little shine. So those are the areas that I like to highlight on the face with highlighting powder. Y'all, look at her face. Look at her face, honey. It was everything. Like, I applied off camera. I went in and I did her waterline with the eyeliner, white eyeliner in the shade Coconut by Morphe. And I also smudged out her waterline with that same Hypnotic Purple. I applied black mascara to her bottom lash line, as well as adding some rhinestones and glitter to her tear duct area. And this is the client reveal.
Go ahead, you can turn it around.
Oh my God. Holy shit. You did that! That is so amazing.
I'm happy you like it.
Y'all, this was her final look, and need I say, it was everything, okay? If you are not following me on social media, make sure you go ahead and do so. Follow me on all social media outlets at TouchedByTyHairCo, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. All right? Y'all, get into this look. Like, it was just everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and answer the elephant in the room. Yes, I do Caucasian women makeup. I do all makeup, okay? Doesn't matter. Just have a seat and I got you. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I love you guys so much, okay? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, all right? And I will catch you guys in the next video. Get into this look. Get into it. Oh my God, look at that eye. Y'all, that eye was so flawless. It was like a sunset vibe, like, and she ate no shade opening her eyes right there. Like, it came out so beautifully. Like, I'm super duper proud of this look. Like, yeah, I did that. I'm so proud of myself. Y'all, keep growing. Keep going, keep growing. You will get there. You will get better and better. You have to work at the craft. Whatever it is that you want to do. The dream is free. The hustle is separate. This is a picture that she posted of herself. I will catch y'all in the next video. Touched by TyHairCo out. Bye. She was fine.